All right, so getting back into this diet thing, trying to control this and get on basically a healthy eating habit so I can get all this under control. One of the things that has become a real struggle is trying to find out what foods I can actually eat and not eat when using blood thinners. Now, this is definitely something I didn't know before, and I'm learning a lot about it now. And apparently the vitamin K that's in a lot of these foods can cause clotting, so it's good to stay away from these things. And honestly, before when I was doing my diet, these are a lot of foods that I actually like to eat, like broccoli and asparagus. And I'll go through the list here of some of the like the real bad ones to stay away from. But it turns out it's a lot of foods that I actually like and a lot of foods that are actually healthy for you. But apparently with blood thinners, you can't take this stuff, you can't eat this stuff. And some of the stuff, if you do eat it, you have to eat it very minimally. It's probably best just to stay away from it. But if you didn't know, I'll go through the list real quick and talk about, basically there's 19 foods to stay away from. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw the list up right here. Okay, so basically what it says, and I'm just learning all this stuff, and this is, again, for anybody on blood thinners getting ready to, or looking to kind of control their diet, control their health. The liver uses vitamin K to produce clotting factors, which are cells that help control bleeding and enable blood clots to form. So warfarin disrupts this. Going through, so the AHA's list of 19 foods high in vitamin K is amaranth leaves. Again, I don't even know what that is, so I think I'm good on that one. Asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, coleslaw, collard greens, canned beef stroganoff soup, which is kind of an odd one out of the blue. Endive or endive, I don't even know what that is. Garden cress, kale, kiwi fruit, lettuce, mustard greens, soybeans, spinach, Swiss chard, tuna fish in oil, turnips, and vegetable drinks. And quite honestly, with a lot of the foods that I was doing before, I was doing the 4-Hour Body, the Tim Ferriss diet. I mean, I ate a ton of Brussels sprouts, broccoli, asparagus. I mean, there's some stuff in here. I mean, I love kiwi, lettuce in general. There's a ton of stuff in here that like really limits what you can eat. Now, obviously, there's still a ton of stuff out there that's very healthy, so I'm gonna, or basically transition away from this stuff and go into other vegetables and other things that I can eat that are just as healthy. But I guess a lot of this stuff obviously I didn't know about this stuff before because I'm never gonna look this up because it didn't affect me at the time. But now that I'm actually getting into this, trying to figure out what to eat, basically create a healthy diet, healthy lifestyle, which is incredibly easy to do. There's a ton of stuff out there. So dropping some of this isn't a huge deal. It definitely sucks because I like broccoli. But again, the main goal is to get healthy on this stuff. So it should be pretty easy. And like I said, there's a ton of stuff out there from my old diet that I can still bring forward to the new diet. A couple of the other things that I found on another list, which again, I didn't know about until within the last week or so, is cauliflower. I didn't realize that one was on the list. Green onions, which I eat a lot, and grapefruit. Grapefruit is another one that I actually like grapefruit quite a bit, so it kind of sucks that I can't eat that anymore. And then of course, sodium, which is a big one, and that's what I'm trying to get into now. So anytime I buy stuff, I'm starting to buy a lot of like very low or no sodium stuff, and especially getting into seasonings, I'm trying to get a lot of the no sodium or extremely low sodium seasonings. So kind of as this diet goes on and as this video series goes on, I'm going to try to document as much of that as possible. And if I come across some good stuff that will help somebody else who's kind of going through the same thing, I'm going to put it on the videos. And again, if you have found something that works for you, or like I said, low sodium, vegetables, anything like that that works with blood thinners that's working for you, please let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll basically come back and update with whatever I find as well.